Hello, welcome to the Hedgehog Zone Live. And just give us a few moments, and I believe some others are going to be joining us. Um, Let me go look for some music real quick. One moment. Actually, it would really help if I had audio. Okay, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about all the news and stuff that we've gotten over the years, because not the year, sorry, the year singular, because as you know, we have gotten a lot of news, and we've been waiting a long time, right? And for a while we were just like, man, we're just not getting anything. It's like a sonic drought. And now we have a lot of things to talk about. They still kind of sort of just like tease us on it, but we do have a lot of different things to talk about. And I believe whenever others show up, if they show up, whatever, we can go over that and see what they think as well. Until we do that, I am going to. Okay, here's the first thing I want to do. I want to figure out if I can play music and stream myself drawing at the same time. And I'm sure I can, but I might have to stick with the music that Luis plays from the podcast thing. Except he didn't tell me how to play it, so I actually don't know how to do that. Whoopsie. Maybe it's in. Hold on. Wait. Guys, I think I found it. Let's see. Hold on. How's this? Or. Well, that's a pretty chill vibe, right? So, I am your host, Exodus. And while we're doing that, I will draw something, I suppose. Oh no, I gotta open it first. That way you can see it. Close, share. There we go. I'm going to try my best to do this justice. In case anyone here is unaware, I drew this before Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie, came out, and I said that I would color it someday on a stream and try to color it in the style of like the Sonic Adventure artwork by Yuji Uekawa. I don't remember what the method was for doing the highlights. Let's see. What? Oh, you know what? Okay. Tease is an understatement, Axe. You know, it's funny because I thought that I was kind of like maybe kind of picking a little bit, being like maybe exaggerating by and being selfish by thinking like, oh, they didn't really show us that much. Like they showed us new stuff, they just didn't show us a lot of it. They like showed us like a frame of everything. Like it exists, but yeah, I guess I'm not alone, so I don't have to feel bad. Sega practically gave us 10-second trailer compilation. Yeah. All right. So let me. Oh, also let me know which particular like setup you like better, this or this. I mean, it might change once more people join, but for now, I don't know which is. I mean, here I guess I'm not covering any part of the screen, but it's smaller. But you can see some of the background. If I do this, I mean, does it? I guess does it make it? Well, this one, I don't get this one. I really wish that we could just have like the circle, and then be able to move it anywhere on the screen. But I don't know. It's not. This isn't Twitch. It's StreamYard. So I should actually. Is Twitch what like most Sonic Tubers stream on? By the way, because they have like their own. What is it, like interface layout or whatever it is. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to try and look up that method of how to do the Sonic Adventure art style thing. Shout thanks. Because he was the person who did the tutorial, right? I mean, I think I've done it before, but I wanted to see if like his way would actually work for me at all, even though it's not quite the same. It's not quite the same like setup. Let's see. I just need to skim through it, figure out how do you do the highlights properly. Okay. That's easy enough. Okay. So I'm just going to color first because, you know, I don't even have to worry about the highlights yet. Anyways, this is our red, which actually is kind of like a crimson orangey red, surprisingly, but it doesn't come off that way. I am going to, so I can just probably color. Ooh, wait a minute. That's not right, because then if I do that, everything will be red. Here's what I'll do. I will. Where is the drawing? Let me try that. Okay. It's not bad, but it still has the weird edges. I don't know. I probably should have looked at the whole thing before doing this. I'll just figure it out on my own. Just go ahead and color it. But yeah, so 2022, we got a lot of. Well, we started off 2022 with a little bit of news because they showed us Sonic Frontiers was that Sonic Frontiers was coming. We knew what the name of the game was finally. Since December, right? I think before December, we thought it was called Sonic Rangers. I think that was like a working title, maybe. And now we know it's called Sonic Frontiers. So a lot of leaks were confirmed, and even to this day, more things are being confirmed that were from those leaks of the supposed beta tester. And so there's a lot we know about it. It's just left up to the imagination because we haven't seen a lot of it, you know, and hopefully we get more info at Summer Game Fest. Yes, and speaking of which, apparently I don't know if it's the same thing, but apparently IGN is also preparing something for tomorrow at I don't know what all time zones you guys have, but like if you live in the US, at Eastern time, I believe, no, Pacific time, 9 a.m. So basically the same time that they've been doing these things. They're gonna be doing something. It was a they have a live stream waiting that says something about like how like a developer's comments or something about how it became open world or open zone, and I that sounds like that's what I thought we were getting at Summer Game Fest too. I could have sworn it was like an interview with the director Kishimoto. Oh, by the way, I mean, you guys are probably used to hearing this cat meow, but I'm not even gonna hide it anymore. Like this cat, we have two cats, so one's a girl, one's a boy. The girl, I'm her favorite, and she's super quiet though. The boy, his name is Mocha. He is like a super needy cat. Like the term "scaredy cat" completely applies to him to a T. And the weird thing is he's actually really quiet throughout the day, and he only meows like that and wants attention from my wife. Like she's his favorite. But what I finally acknowledged was he is actually jealous of you guys, because as soon as I start talking on like a podcast or a live stream, even whenever I'm talking with like friends and stuff online, I noticed that is when he starts meowing like a maniac. Really, like sometimes he'll stop, and sometimes he will actually meow over and over, and then not even take a breath in between. If I look at him, right, he's staring at me. He's sitting next to me, looking up and staring at me. If I look at him, he will meow. Watch. See? Do it again. Oh wait, one more time. See, which like he's programmed, you know. I'm used to cats meowing. I always have mine meow for me at night. Yeah, the worst time, right? And my wife is actually allergic to cats, but she's kind of getting used to it. What really sucks is that sometimes she'll go to sleep late, and then and then Mocha will like start meowing too early in the morning before she has to get up. And the worst part is that he will crawl around her head and specifically go into her face. She has allergies, and then the cat will like go right into her face, so she wakes up with allergies, just ruins the whole day. I'm like, can you wait like an hour and a half or something? Hi, by the way, we have another Hedgehog Zone host here joining us.
Yeah.
Hi, Luke.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. I was just talking about one of our cats, because I noticed that every time we do like a live, if he's here on the side of the house, he will, without a doubt, start meowing. Oh, there's the cat right there.
Yep.
Yeah. But this particular cat is actually like jealous. So whenever I'm talking on the live stream, like if he notices me, like right now he's looking out the window, but if he comes back and notices me talking again, then he'll start meowing like crazy every time I look at him. So I was just going on about that.
Yeah, there's a live show.
Where people are watching this right now?
Yeah, at least I don't know. Can we see how many people are watching? I've never thought to look.
You can on different platforms. I think it shows you.
Hi, Gio.
This is the Sonic community.
I mean, this is a very small fraction of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you guys lost recently?
Oh, we didn't lose nothing.
Really?
That's what we're talking about today.
Oh no! Oh no!
What happened?
Logan doesn't. He doesn't feel very optimistic about Sonic Frontiers,
Oh, I see. Well, I
which
mean,
I didn't. I didn't either a couple days ago.
it's well. Here's the thing: it's divided. So I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. Like if because not everybody is negative about it. Some people are excited for it, and some people are worried about it. We'll talk about that eventually.
That's
Yeah.
a cool drawing on the screen. Who's drawing
That's
I
me.
assume that's X.
It is me.
Yeah,
it? Very nice.
Thank you.
Good texture.
yeah, that's good.
Almost looks like the Dr. Seuss trees, the way his hair flows.
Wait, zoom out. What is he doing? Oh, because the other parts of him weren't colored. I thought like, I don't know. He looked naked almost, but I know he's always naked.
Who? Oh, Knuckles.
Yeah,
Like he was furless naked, maybe.
yeah.
Like, if Sonic Frontiers ends up bad, you guys always have Sonic the Fighters to go back to.
That's true. That's our
This is
saving
very
grace.
true.
That's the best Sonic game.
No. Okay. Now, do you mean like just in general, or are you specifically referring to like the HD version with Honey the Cat in it?
I mean, I prefer that version because it's HD and it's got Honey the Cat. But they're both great.
They really are. I remember when Jim's Collection came out, and I think people have maybe had played Fighters before that, with like an emulator or something, but really it wasn't available to the public before that. I think because it was an arcade game.
I think it's in Japan, right? I'm not sure, but
It's both, because in Japan it's called Sonic Championship.
that's right. That's the best Sonic game. I'll fight anybody on that.
It has the best like 3D model of classic Sonic.
It does.
That came out the same year as Mario 64, and that game made Mario 64 look like hot garbage.
I've never played Mario 64.
It doesn't look as good as Sonic the Fighters. That game looks gorgeous. That game still looks good. I'll fight anybody.
In
Game's
the
older
game.
than I am.
But yeah, I remember it when it came out. I think people didn't really talk much about it until a couple years later. But then people would kind of say that it was like a really bad game and stuff. And I was like, you guys are crazy. I remember having like 9 people come over to my house. Everyone just taking turns playing Sonic Fighters of all things, you know?
But I get it. I get why people hate that game. Because like the fighting game is already such a niche market, especially like non-platform fighters like Smash. But like for me, you know, I like to be a sweaty tryhard when I play like Tekken, you know, when I play Smash. And with Sonic the Fighters, I can just bop people around for a little bit.
Yeah, but it's also like an older game too. It's an older, so some of the older games have like a lot of like heavy combinations too. But like it's an older 3D fighting game, so it's very simplistic. But I think for me at the time, I had also played like Naruto Clash of Ninjas, and on GameCube. And
Is that an arena fighter?
Yeah.
And when I played Naruto Clash of Ninjas, and then I went to Sonic Fighters, I was like, it's very strange that the control scheme is very similar, actually. Like the same way that you would block something with some kind of weird like force field shield thing, and then the attacks. I'm like, it's very similar. So like to me, it was fine. I was like, it feels similar to games I've already played.
You know, it's pretty much just like a copy paste of Fighting Vipers.
Yeah,
I haven't played Fighting Vipers.
I've never played Fighting Vipers either, but you know.
From what I've seen, it's just Sonic the Fighters without Sonic characters.
Yeah, with like human characters. Well, I mean, I guess it has one Sonic character if you consider Honey the same character.
Oh yeah, Kahani is a human.
Yeah, that's
and
where
they're a
she came
cat. I want to try Fighter Mega Mix though, like, where you get to play as a palm tree.
from. Holy crap.
And you can't play as Sonic, but you can play as Bean and Bark.
So Sonic Frontiers, by the way, is not the only thing that we're going to be talking about today. There's also Sonic Origins, Sonic Prime.
Everything that was covered in Central, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much everything that was covered in Central, because that's what Central did, was they basically just covered everything that we're already talking about. They added a few things like the merchandise and the Sonic Symphony getting a tour, which I was confused. You're interested in that? Of course you are.
Yeah, that was the thing I was the most excited about from that whole thing, honestly.
That makes sense.
But if Sonic Prime's bad, you guys can always go back to the Adventures of Sonic.
No, Sonic OVA.
Sonic OVA is garbage. That show's ridiculous.
What the heck? When did you change your mind on that?
What do you mean change my mind?
You used to love Sonic OVA.
I barely watched that show.
Well, you didn't. I know you didn't watch it much, but you always used to like praise it.
No, I praise the Adventures.
I love Sonic OVA though.
The one that has the chicken scratch and grounder. That's the one that's good. That's Adventures, right?
That's my second least favorite Sonic show.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like almost all the Sonic shows except for Sonic Boom.
Except Sonic Boom?
Yeah, I mean no, I don't hate Sonic Boom as a show. I'll watch some episodes here and there and laugh at like a few jokes, but for the most part, I wouldn't really say I like it that much. It's one of the only shows that I was not interested in enough to go and actually watch all the episodes. I was like, I'll just randomly watch it once in a while, but.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to watch the whole thing, but it's gotten a few chuckles out of me. Sonic Underground was my first Sonic show, and it's
the best show of all time.
That is the weirdest freaking show.
Yeah, it's got Urkel as all three characters.
Like, the entire premise of that show was just
fantastic.
It was so
that's why they canceled Sonic.
Well, the premise of the show wasn't bad.
I'm dumb. Sonic OVA is fantastic.
Yeah, dude, what were you thinking of?
I'm thinking of Sonic Saturday in the Morning.
Oh, I love Saturday AM.
No, I don't like that show. No, Sonic
I like
OVA
Saturday AM
because the voice acting is perfect. The Sonic OVA.
We had an episode about that.
The voice acting is just perfect. Knuckles had a cowboy hat. No, I'm gonna be real. I'm not a huge fan of Sonic in general. I'm exposed to it a lot because I live with Luke. But I gotta say, Sonic OVA, that's a great movie.
You're not exposed to it that much.
Luke, you have like 4 Sonics in your room.
That is true. I have at least 4.
Where else they haven't played Sonic Fighters? It's a rare one. That's a rare game. So that makes sense. You can definitely get it on PS3 for what, like $5.
Chili's, how come you're not here? You're usually available at this time, aren't you?
Scratch and Grounder or the Adventures of Sonic. Yeah.
I think that comment popped up a little late.
Yeah. That's a good one though. That's a good show. Eggman's mom was in it.
Dude, I could get behind Adventures because it just felt like Looney Tunes kind of stuff.
Now, Adventures, the show is good. Adventure, the game is not good.
Oh, Logan, come on, you're starting. You don't want to do that on a live show.
Oh yeah, this is live. Oh yeah. Wow, I don't have a
He's like, well, I'll be on my way.
The Sonic part of Sonic Adventure is okay. The other 5 characters are great.
Who are we waiting on?
Luis, for one. I don't know who else is showing up, but Luis said, I set the stream for 5:45 Pacific, and he said that he would be on around 6, and now it's like 6:11. Well, but Luis is always late, so.
Do Sonic fans listen to Death Grips?
To what?
Okay, they don't.
I mean, I know of Death Grips.
It's like Owl City, but evil. I mean, that's basically what it is. It's the dark story for Alice.
Elise said I had asked her Elise shouldn't she be here if she's usually available? And she said that work has her too wiped out to actually appear. But you are appearing, Shalise. You're appearing in the comments.
No, but talking takes energy, man. I understand that.
but typing takes energy too.
Not as much.
That is true, because I do remember what was it I don't even know what example it was, but there was an example that I had like that before in the past where I'm like I don't feel like calling, and they're like, well, but you type or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I don't know why. It's just I can type passively. I can fall asleep and just keep typing to you.
I get that all the time.
It's like when you're talking to someone, you need to respond right away because you can't just put a pause on the conversation.
No, I do
Oh
that.
my god.
I mean, it should be the norm. But
what should be the norm?
Being able to pause a conversation in real time.
Repeat that, Luke.
What?
Okay, so you're not even practicing what you're preaching.
Sunlight in my face. Okay. Oh, now I'm blind. Thanks a lot, Mocha.
I think it's definitely deficient to social growth.
Yeah, who cares?
People that want to make it in the world and be happy with other humans.
We don't need those kind of people.
All right. Dude, you sound like a fifth grader right now. You sound like me a fifth grader. I don't need people who are disappointed. Everybody's mean. Why would I be nice if everyone else is mean?
Yeah. And that is, there were a few kids like that at Houghton. Didn't like them.
Always kids like that.
Yeah. Wasn't a fan.
What happened?
We're talking about kids being dumb. I guess.
Just talking about how everyone has a point in their like a stage where they're just totally nihilistic about everything. It's just like, oh, the world is against me. There's no point in being a good person. The world is innately evil.
Right. I don't think I ever had that phase.
I definitely had that phase in 6th grade. God, I know some people that sitting there and they're still going through that phase.
Oh no. Give them time.
Well, that could turn into a heavy topic. So,
yeah.
Back to Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog returning?
What? Are you talking about Sad AM Season 3?
No, but I was
okay.
I was referencing that as a joke.
Oh, okay. I was confused for a sec.
Oh, they're bringing back Snivell and Robotnik.
Yeah, well, there's a fan-made Season 3 that's coming out.
Is it still going to be Snivell as the villain?
Snively and Ixis
Ignis Nogus.
Ixis Nogus. He's a wizard.
They got a villain named after drinking Christmas time.
Now, I know you're not gonna just sit here and troll the Sonic fan base the entire time, right?
Yeah, Logan. Please don't be a downer if you're gonna stick around.
Oh, I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm just making jokes. No, I don't disrespect the Sonic fan base on the real, because there has been.
You were on one of our podcasts before, weren't you?
It was
a long time ago. I like to get on listeners while I'm doing it, but in all seriousness, though, I do have faith that Sonic will one day hopefully return to not its old self, but to a refined self. Because I think it's a inherently good design. I just think it needs fleshing out. Like Adventure 2, I think that's a solid game. Genuinely, I think it's a good game.
The peak of the series. Not to everybody, apparently, but
Sonic Mania, also a great game.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why they're not bringing Chao Garden back though. Chao Garden is the best part of any of the Sonic games.
I had a dream that there was a Chao Garden in Frontiers, but it sucked.
You're dreaming about Chao. You're down bad, Luke. It's not good.
Luke has some very deep, conflicting feelings about Frontiers. Apparently,
Yeah.
like, it feels like a good setting for the Chow Garden, but it also seems like it might suck.
Wait, that would actually be sick if there's like if you could go across the whole world and there were different Chow Gardens you could go to.
There are
Look,
these little creatures that these puffy-looking creatures that you can find on the island.
looks like Luis has joined us. I'll let him just pop in whenever he's ready.
Oh, cool.
If more people are joining, I'm not gonna take that time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, more people are joining, but
Yeah, I don't wanna bring the show down or whatever.
Geo really wants Chow Garden back.
I see that, yeah, rightfully so. Dude, I
Yeah.
had a child named Elkarim.
Here's the thing: the Chow Garden. The best part about the Chow Garden is that even when someone didn't like the Chow Garden was not intrusive. So it's like you didn't, because when I first played Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, I didn't hate the Chow Garden, but I didn't care that much, and it didn't affect me. I just played the games. I still love the games, and then later I was like, oh, this is pretty cool.
It doesn't even get its own screen. You gotta go to the level select and click on the channel. It's like a secret world.
Yep. It was nice.
Not just was nice, because now the modding community just revamped it. Adventure 2.
Oh my god.
There's like you can get Mega Chow now. You can like triple evolve them.
You also have the Chow Garden and like fan games and stuff.
Oh
Which-
yeah.
Yeah.
When I first saw that, I was like, wow, we're finally getting an actual Chow Garden that's new and fan games, and I think it's a valid inclusion to the collection because it works just like any other Chow Garden.
I don't think I've ever seen a community more on par, like with its creators, than the Sonic community. In certain, because like I'm gonna be real, I've played way more good Sonic fan games than I have Sonic actual games.
I haven't.
But
But
people care about that. It's beautiful to see.
It's yeah, X, you should play Sonic Time Twisted. That is a great fan game.
I should. Isn't Sonic Time Twisted the one who created Spark, the Electric Jester?
I think so.
Or is
But-
that Sonic before the sequel and after the sequel?
It's one of those two. After the sequel is also an amazing game. Before the sequel is okay.
Also, one of those two are someone who worked on Sonic Mania.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because Sonic Mania was headcanon and Christian Whitehead.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen that game before.
But
Which one did Sonic Mega Mix?
Sonic Mega Mix? What is that?
I've heard of it, but
Because I think Sonic Mega Mix was like one of the main ones where the person was working on Mania. So maybe that was Christian Whitehead, or maybe that was headcanon. I'm not sure.
oh, also there's before and after the sequel, there's actually a Part 3 game called Sonic. I forgot what it's called, but it's a Metroidvania. It's really fun though.
Hey, Luis, you can pop in whenever you're ready.
Oh yeah.
There's one.
I didn't want to just like force you in when you weren't ready,
Yeah.
so
And
Luis is
Project.
still.
All right, I'm good now. How's it going, everyone?
Hi.
All right. I guess everybody already knows Luis, so no need for an introduction there. So there's at least
Okay.
3 of us. Do you want to go ahead and like start talking about things?
Say goodbye to Logan and the cat.
Bye, Logan and Kat.
Bye. Good luck on your drawing.
Thank you. So, okay then.
All right, catch me up on what you guys have been talking.
We didn't really start too deeply into it yet because Logan showed up and started talking about Sonic Fighters, but basically, though, we were just saying like all the stuff that they mentioned in Sonic Central, all the stuff that we've gotten this year so far versus how previously we were like, man, we're in a Sonic drought. We haven't had any news for like 5 years, really, like just some side games that no one really cares about. And Gio says hello, Luis.
Hey, Gio, welcome.
In the meantime, I am also drawing to give someone some people things to look at while we talk. Oh, not drawing, coloring. I drew it already, and all of a sudden I'm super hungry, so this sucks.
Well, one of the things that I think caught my attention the most, right? Because we didn't really get to see too much of a lot, right? Of
Yeah,
a lot of
we.
things that were covered.
Oh yeah, we mentioned that too. Like everything that was covered was like a tease. I don't know what their deal is with teasing everything. I'm just like, okay, that's not what we're
Yeah.
here for. We want to see some things happen.
Yeah, give us the spoilers. Yeah, no, I think that the thing that caught my attention was the Sonic Symphony World Tour, and when
Yes.
dates are available for that, that's gonna be pretty epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
excited.
I was confused on that at first. I thought it was like a second Sonic Symphony that was also a world tour, but it's the same symphony. It's going to be all the same songs and everything. It's just that you can now go and actually watch them live. I'm not going to do that because I'm satisfied with what I've seen so far, but I do know that would be pretty cool for a lot of people if you're able to do it, because I've been to symphonies and stuff before with family whenever they wanted to go, and it's a pretty amazing experience when you have it in person, and like the music is I'm gonna sound like one of those music junkies probably, right? Like how like people might talk in your crowd, Luke, but like the music, like the vibrations go through your body and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. I'm not going to see it because it costs money. So that's a problem.
But what you could do is you could play it on a big screen, and then like get like a surround sound system. Oh, but that costs money too, unless you already have it.
No.
Gio said, "Really wish I can go to that symphony, but my autistic hearing won't allow me."
Okay.
That sucks.
Yeah, I think, yeah, if anyone gets the chance to actually be able to go, it's gonna be really epic. That I know of. Cost-wise, I don't know, right? I mean, Luke makes a good point there. I think with the symphony, might add up, right? That's a lot of people you gotta pay. So, who knows how much that's gonna be? Probably. Any guesses? $60, $70 maybe starting price.
Oh, like per person?
Yeah.
Maybe that's not so bad though.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I think I would.
I mean,
pay that
I know
then.
it's expensive, but like, I guess I'm just so used to things being really expensive like that nowadays, where they're like 100, 200. That I'm just kind of like, I don't even. Yeah, so 60, 70, I'm like, oh, I could probably do that.
Yeah. Plus, it's like one of those once in a lifetime kind of a situations, right? They're not gonna be doing a tour every year, so.
Well, we don't know that yet, but they might. They might do it. They might do it every 5 years. Well, I mean, they might do a symphony again in the future. Why not? Especially if it makes some money.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. If it does so good, they might be adding more dates each year.
So this wasn't in the Sonic Central, but this is something that we got this year. We don't really need to talk much about Sonic 2 because a lot of that's kind of already out of the way, and we're already gonna have a podcast posted soon about that. But Sonic 3 we know is gonna happen. The Knuckles series we know is gonna happen, but we haven't heard anything about the Knuckles series. But what we have heard, as we've mentioned in the past, is that the third movie is going to have elements of Sonic Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog. And in regards to whether or not Amy's in the movie, they opted to just go ahead and say no comment yet. So there's the possibility. And yeah, I want to know. I know we can't really talk much about this. We could probably do another podcast or live stream to talk about it in more detail later. But maybe that'll be easier to do when we get more details. But with just this information, what do you guys think about that? The fact that they are confirming there will be elements from Sonic Adventure 2, which ditto, but also elements from Shadow the Hedgehog.
I forgot. Are we allowed to cuss on the lives or?
Try to beat yourself if possible.
Okay. I'm excited about that. I just don't want to see Black Doom. I don't want to see any reference to those black creatures or anything like that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want it. That's all I'm worried about.
But what if they do show them, but like the story isn't bad?
That'd be cool. I mean, look, yeah, they could have an alien invasion and have it, be interesting. I mean, it could be like the Zorda from the comics or something. But if anyone utters the phrase "black creatures" at any point in the movie, I'm gonna laugh.
I would really doubt that they would do that.
I know, but it would get a laugh out of me.
I think in the movie, if they did that, they would just say the black arms.
Yeah.
Because that was, even back then when it came out, that's something that like me and my friends made fun of when we heard it. Like, oh, those black creatures. I'm like, this just sounds weird. Like, it doesn't necessarily sound racist, but it makes you think in that direction. Just because no one would just say black creatures, but
yeah, I mean,
it does sound weird.
I didn't think anything of it when I played it as a kid, but now I'm like, yeah, that's.
I did. Wait, how old were you when Shadow the Hedgehog came out?
12.
How old was I? I was probably 13.
We were the same age.
14.
When did it come out?
I was like 13 or 14. Yeah.
You're older than me?
14.
Yes.
No, 15. We were 15 already. We were 15. Yeah.
In 2005? I don't know. All I know is I was in middle school.
Wait, no, never mind. We were 14. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
What year were you born?
Me? 91.
Oh, well, then yeah, about 14, possibly 13.
Like late 91. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that was
Probably
14.
13.
Game came out November 2005.
Because yeah, it could. That's right. I couldn't have been. See, there's an easy solution to this, Luis. I'm the same age as the series, and I grew up with the series. So like the 15th anniversary was 06 in writers. So Shadow the Hedgehog was when I was 14.
Yeah, well, we're the same age, so I get you with that. It's easy.
It's weird. It's actually kind of weird, like, to be that kind of Sonic fan, where it's like, wait, how old was I? What game came out at that time? Oh, that's how old I was.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you want to give your age. You're like
the Sonic series is basically my calendar, my yearly calendar.
Yeah.
Well, it was until 2013 or 2011. Now it's like, wait, I don't remember because there's only like 2 games this decade. But yeah, but Luis, what about you? What do you think when you hear like Sonic Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog elements?
I hear a lot of backstory for Shadow the Hedgehog, right? Especially different events that you described to us. Because remember, I didn't really play much of Shadow the Hedgehog. But a lot of the story you described to us in that one podcast episode, which if anyone hasn't listened to that, go back and listen to it. I believe we told it 50 years ago. It was actually a really interesting one. Actually goes into detail on every single thing, right, that happened between Shadow and everyone else in his history. But yeah, I mean, I think to me it seems really interesting, and I'm kind of with Gio. Gio just left a comment on BioLizard in Sonic 3. And I think that would be pretty epic if you bring the BioLizard back. I was a fan of the BioLizard, so I think it'd be really cool to see him on the big screen.
I can see the BioLizard not appearing in the movie because I think it's like not necessary. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna lie, I would rather see the BioLizard because I think like if it's brief, that it's not too far-fetched for the Sonic movies, but also I really want to see Super Sonic and Super Shadow like try to stop the Ark from crashing into the Earth. I want that to be the end game of the movie, because that was a very intense and epic thing. And it would, like, the first movie you ended with a boss battle, right? And the second movie you ended with a final boss, but briefly. And the third movie, they have to have an intense final boss that ups the scale. You got 2 super forms for a full-on fight scene. That's what I want.
Yep.
And
No, yeah, you've got to have the 2 super forms. There's no way that we don't see Super Sonic again. I'm convinced.
That reminds me too. There might be a chance that we get that, because I believe. Don't quote me on this, because I don't remember the exact details of how they said it, but I believe they said something along the lines of that there might actually be a chance of hearing Crush 40 this time.
If not, then I would be satisfied if it was even just like an orchestral version of it.
But I'm just saying, because like these were like the writers of the movies actually saying these comments, and they acknowledged these things in some form, and so that's it. You know, who knows? Personally, I think what it is they're going to lean more in Sonic Adventure 2, but maybe kind of have like aspects of Shadow the Hedgehog where he has amnesia, because they kind of implies that his memories are sort of mixed up in Sonic Adventure 2 as well, but maybe he'll have more conflicting feelings about it, like in Shadow the Hedgehog, and kind of not know like if he's supposed to be bad or good or why. And then I don't know, like that's how I'm thinking they're gonna mix it. I don't think they're gonna do any Black Arms related stuff unless they like tease it or something.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, but who knows, right? I mean, there's going to be a lot of elements from Shadow the Hedgehog too.
Will we even see the Space Colony arc?
You need a lot of story to introduce it. I do hope so, though.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, unless, who knows? They changed Knuckles' story, and it worked really well. So they might just make it where Shadow was created on Earth.
Yeah. Like I thought of another way Maria could die too. She could just die from her illness.
That is also true. That would be heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gio said Super Sonic and Shadow fighting Bio Lizard or Black Doom with Live and Learn in the background. That I want in the third movie. Yeah, that would be an epic final scene.
Yeah, I would. If Live and Learn played in the movie theater, I would probably cry. Not gonna lie.
Have you actually cried in the first 2 movies yet?
Say what?
Have you cried at any point during the first 2 movies yet?
I haven't cried, but the ending of the second movie got me very giddy. So.
Remember when we were all like super excited when we saw Tails?
Right.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, okay, well now, like this end credit scene, that was pretty crazy.
I had an interesting thought about if they do bring in the Ark. So they haven't done the Death Egg, and I mean, I guess they don't have to. But one thing that always struck me about the games is the Death Egg never really did anything. It was just kind of there. It just kind of floated in space, and you stopped it. It didn't. It wasn't like a super laser weapon or anything. It was just kind of there.
Well, it was technically. It's just he never got to really like demonstrate it except once.
Oh, when did he?
When he in Lava Reef Zone.
Oh my God, you're right. I completely forgot about that. Okay, yeah. But that being said, though, like, if you wanted to have the Death Egg and the Ark, you could, since they're both kind of doomsday weapons and you don't want to be redundant, it'd be cool if, like, what if they streamlined it and had it where Eggman, assuming he lives, he discovers the Ark and repurposes it into the Death Egg?
Maybe, but that's the hard part too, is that not knowing if Robotnik will even be in the movie.
Yeah, that's a big
I'm leaning towards that he might, though, just because like this movie I feel like would really benefit from Robotnik being there, because the source material is heavily surrounds like Robotnik's like lineage and everything, and who he is as a character, but also because Jim Carrey seems to be interested in the evolution of Robotnik, and I'm like, well, what's better than like, you know, him maybe destroying the world and then potentially trying to help save it, and then not only that, but learning about his family, having a villain that outsmarts him for a change. The fact that now that we have Tails, we can elaborate more on the rivalry between Tails and Robotnik, because they introduced Tails as a genius in the movies, but they don't really acknowledge like, hey, there's another genius here besides Robotnik who thinks he's the smartest guy in the world. And I feel like that rivalry would be pretty cool to see in the third movie. Also, he's not fat yet.
Not yet, no.
So he wants to be, though. He wants to.
Maybe it's the golden script Jim Carrey needs to be like, all right, one more movie.
Hopefully it is. Hopefully that's the magic formula to get him to do a third movie, right? Because we know how he feels about sequels.
I mean, who would have thought that Jim Carrey's last movie would be a Sonic movie?
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about.
Mind blown. Yeah. Makes me happy because Jim Carrey's one of my favorite actors, so it's good. But
also, he made a lot of money from these movies, so it's like, yeah.
yeah, it's not a bad way to retire too, right? So hopefully, I'm sure money's not an issue for him coming back, though, right?
No, it's not, because apparently he's pretty humbled about it, and he's like, I don't really need anything else.
Plus, he's enjoying himself too, right? I think that's the biggest thing with him. Is anyone who knows Jim Carrey knows that, you know, he was going through a lot of issues in life in general, like before the Sonic movie, right? And his career, you know, it wasn't really going uphill, right? But after this first Sonic movie, it's like the guy is back to his old self, right? And his acting and all that too. And it's actually really awesome when you see an actor like that be able to just enjoy what they do, right? Because of a movie, because he really enjoys the lines and all that, and you could see it reflected, right, in his acting. And that's really cool.
I think too is because like if he does a third movie, he would be doing it really like for the fans, and then also for like his grandchild or grandchildren or whatever. Because he mentioned that's his only exposure to the games, is playing with like his grandchildren, and I'm like, okay, well clearly his grandkids or grandkid like Sonic, and they're gonna want to see this movie, and then I can imagine the grandkids gonna be like, what, like no, like play in the third movie or something, you know, and clearly they're gonna want to see him, and he's like, all right, fine.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he'd wanna be back, especially if he can be back as a fat Robotnik, right, and actually be the true Robotnik we all know. By the way, Hope is Real has joined us. Hey Hope, welcome to the show. You're actually not late. We actually just got started talking about some of these topics maybe 20 minutes ago.
We started 50 minutes ago, but we started talking about topics maybe 20 minutes ago, which is fine because this is on YouTube where you can always just go back and watch it as well. So there's that.
Yeah.
So right now we were just talking about the third Sonic movie and what the minimum amount of information we have so far, what impressions we get from that. I mean, we can't get a lot. I mean, you know how people were talking about Frontiers and how you can't really judge too much when you haven't like seen the full thing or played it yet. Well, that really applies more to this because like we haven't even seen anything. They're just talking about possibilities. We don't even know what they mean by it.
I
Go ahead.
got more Sonic Frontiers info from that IGN video than I ever did from Sega.
Speaking of more info, what do you guys think of the Sonic Origins trailer?
I love it. I mean, I like what I'm seeing.
No,
Hmm?
did it do anything new for you that the first trailer didn't though?
Not really. No.
Apparently, it was edited by Sam Procrastinates,
Oh.
and so I was like, yeah, it's a decently edited trailer. I just didn't really learn anything new, but we did. We never covered this, but apparently, in Japan they did like a stream where they were showing new stuff about Origins, where they actually showed the full opening animation for Sonic 1, and they showed a part of the opening animation for the game where Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles pop up in the logo, and they do like all their signature poses from Sonic 2. Luis, are you okay?
What was that?
No, I kept hearing someone go, I was like, wait, is that you?
Oh no.
I mean, I just noticed the cat is still in here, so it could have been her. I don't know.
Maybe.
Well,
But
and talking about Sonic Origins, I like the cutscenes that they showed, but I think my question is, first of all, how many times are we going to see those cutscenes? If it's like after every single level, that would be actually really awesome, right? To tie the different levels together. And I'm actually really hoping if it is, then we're in for a really nice, decent game, right? Because it's going to have those cutscenes and it's going to make you feel like you're playing like a mixture of a classic and a modern game with cutscenes. So that's what I'm really hoping for, is a lot of those animations. And then I guess if they remaster some of the songs, right? Maybe give us some mixes of some of them just to, make it sound a little bit different. That would be kind of cool as well. So I'm really hoping that they do actually, do different things, and we're not just getting the same old like classic game, but all just in one, like another collection. But the thing I think I'm most disappointed at is that, and I understand where, everything's probably geared towards more just digital, but it would have been really nice if they would have released a physical copy of it. I'm just saying, that would have been a really cool cover, and it's just always, I don't know, just call me old school or what, but it's just different when you actually have the disc versus, oh, I just downloaded and it's on my video game system and I don't have a physical copy.
I feel that way too. Like I feel like if you have a physical copy, you literally own it. Whereas if you have the digital copy, it's like you paid for access to it. Where, because I've actually lost games whenever I had to like switch like consoles, and I was trying to like switch over my data from one console to the other, and it's like, okay, well, apparently now when I go to this game, it tells me to watch the trailer or purchase it, and I'm like, I've already purchased it, and I didn't really know how to like get any kind of like support for that, and that's my concern. Is like, I don't have a problem with digital copies, but I don't want it to be like my primary source of getting a lot of things.
Yeah, getting a physical copy also saves storage space.
Yeah, but to each their own too. Like maybe some people don't have physical space for all those games, and they might lose them or break them or whatever. So I think if you had both somehow, there should be like a third option where it's like if you get both, it's like some kind of like discount for them as a combined thing.
Oh yeah, that could be both too. Like when you buy a movie, right? You get the digital and the Blu-ray version. That would be kind of cool.
I think the only thing hard about that is maybe like, never mind. They'd probably worry about people reselling it. Or I don't know.
Well, see,
Whatever.
and then there's that as well, right? No, not that. I mean, not that we're gonna buy it just to resell it, but when you want to sell an old console and the games,
No, I
there's
mean
really
like
no way to
I'm
do
I
it.
mean like the combined thing where like, oh, like you bought the combination, now you have access to it digitally just because you got the physical one, but
Oh,
you can sell the physical copy and keep playing it digitally.
mm,
Like
yeah,
and you could sell the physical copy at the full price of a physical copy.
that's true.
I don't
Or
know.
digital copy at a disc. Yeah, I think there's people that sell digital versions of movies, also, like just the code itself. So, yeah, I could see that.
Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, I'll just
Yeah.
delete this.
I think they're gonna. I mean, they're clearly spicing up the games enough to where it warrants reselling. Like you get to play as all three characters in all four games. They're. It looks like they're bringing in the drop dash. So
I'm gonna
it's
I'm, I'm gonna show this real quick while you guys talk. There's no, it doesn't play like any like of the actual music yet, so you don't really need to hear it. But
okay.
this is what I was talking about that they showed, one of the clips. So clearly, this is the animation from Sonic 1 that they're referencing, Tails from Sonic 2, and then Knuckles. I think that this is also from Sonic 2, right? Like Knuckles, the echidna, or in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, like the way he comes up.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I thought that animation was pretty cool. And then this is just part of the intro for the game itself, but they don't show the full thing. But here's a look at. Oh my God! Stop! Hey, Sonic CD. Really?
Or those are the cutscenes. Yeah.
Okay, give me.
Yeah, it looks like it's the collection of the.
YouTube is being silly. There we go. Here we go.
Oh,
So
Hope said, sorry, Hope said completely off topic, but nice background music. Oh, thanks. Shout out
Yeah.
to StreamYard because these are the songs that they give to us. We can't use any other one.
I was testing them out at the beginning, and this was like my second choice, and I was like, oh, this works really well, especially for drawing. It's something we can talk over easily. It's not too intrusive.
Yeah.
So I want to point out the first animation looks like it's like the regular intro animation. The second one, I see all the characters in it, so I don't know what this is gonna be. It looks pretty cool. But the third one looks like one I'm gonna show in a second, which is the Sonic 1 opening. And then I noticed they have the Sonic here, so it looks like these animations are gonna be like very like more immersive, more story-like, you know. And then I don't know what this is here, but here's the tornado, and they even included the Sonic CD animations, like the original animations. So I think it's pretty cool that they're just putting it in there alongside the other animations. Also, why did the Sonic CD animations come after Sonic 2 and before Sonic 3 and Knuckles?
Are they finally gonna? They're finally gonna answer the question to what order it's in.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Actually, I heard supposedly they are.
I mean, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I feel like they have to just make up something, because I don't think that there was an actual spot in the timeline before. Like it was either before or after Sonic 2, but this is after Sonic 2, which is weird because Sonic 3 and Knuckles comes right after Sonic 2. I don't know. We'll see what they do, I guess.
I don't know. I stopped worrying about what's canon when they said that only male hedgehogs can become super.
Well, I mean, I think that's more like a guideline thing, not like an actual fact. By the way, my wife is home, so now you hear the cat meowing even more. I was at the beginning of the stream. I was explaining how like the cat is jealous when I talk to you guys. So he'll be quiet all day except when I talk to you, and then sometimes he'll come up to me and just start meowing. Aww. But really, it's weird because he's actually really quiet when I'm here because my wife is actually his favorite, and now that she's home, that's why he's doing that. What, are you trying to make it where they can hear him purr?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear that?
We were hearing her earlier.
No, I mean, I was
I
saying,
can't hear the purring though.
No, they can't hear the purring.
Oh,
No.
You'd have to put the microphone like on his throat or something. But yeah, so like he meows constantly when she gets home, but when I'm here, he's quiet, except when I talk to you guys.
Well,
The other cat, I'm her favorite, but she's super quiet, so you never hear her.
so we got Gio asking, speaking of animation, how about that Frontiers prologue?
I mean,
Oh,
the 5
we'll
seconds
we'll
we
get
saw
to
was
that.
pretty cool.
We will get to that for sure. Hold on. Just pointing this out here. What is this down here? Is this the Egg Robo? Is that no? That's Robotnik. Oh, this is a Sonic
Robotnik's
Mania.
like,
It's Sonic Mania Adventures.
oh yeah. No, that's
See,
familiar.
I thought that they should have put Sonic Mania in Sonic Origins. That would be cool, or at least like bundle the games together. And just because like that way you can actually play it alongside the classic games. But they have Sonic Mania Adventures in here for some reason. That's really interesting. I think the rumor is that like they're going to have like, I don't know if this is the case. I think you could just choose each game, but I think maybe there's like a mode supposedly where you could play all the games as like one long story.
Oh, no, that would make the game much different. If there's a mode where you could just continuously play the whole thing, they do that, and it could be really good.
I don't know for sure that that's gonna happen, but supposedly that's like a rumor.
Hopefully it does. If they do, it's actually gonna be worth the money. If they don't, again, it's just gonna be like any other collections.
Yeah,
game
I'm
too.
not fond of the $40 price tag. I think that's a bit much for a collection of 30-year-old games. I mean, they're good games. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's what they got to do something really special.
Yeah, so it's like they can't do a good thing without kind of doing something to cause like a stir of controversy, right?
Like delisting all the games.
Yeah, and then also overpricing Origins. So
yeah,
but I will say I do hate those comments when if somebody is excited for Origins and then that random person just comments saying like, oh, you mean the game like that people have played for over 30 years on multiple different platforms just because of a few new things you can see on YouTube. And I'm like, okay, nobody asked for your opinion.
freedom of speech.
Oh yeah, freedom of speech, but it's like that's harassment.
Yeah, at that point, just I mean, you don't have to like it. I understand why people wouldn't like it, but I mean, let people enjoy things. But I mean, the animation alone has got me excited, and it for as much as we'll complain about the price, at least it's no Mario 3D All-Star situation.
Oh no, that was a disaster.
Even that I didn't have a problem with though, because I never played Mario 64, as I said earlier, and I'm going back to play like a lot of Mario games I missed out on, and buying that game was very helpful for me. And the only thing that sucks is like they had it for like a limited time. What is all of this?
Yeah, because they wanted to pressure people to buy it.
Oh, didn't Shalice mention something about Coco Melon?
Oh, I've heard stuff about that. I don't think you want to click.
I don't like that.
Should I click it? No.
No.
I think that's it. Really, those are the only things that we really can see. I mean, there's not really much to show. I don't even know why like they even bother showing that much gameplay with Sonic Origins, because it literally looks just like regular old like Sonic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the only time they should really show it is when they're showing the drop dash, the widescreen, and showing Tails and Knuckles playing in stages that they don't usually get to be played in.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe like showing like the extra like just showing the differences, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Giles, this animation is gorgeous. Yeah. This. So that's why we're hoping we get a lot of those animations. If we do, then it might be worth it. But and we'll see. And if it is a continuous game too.
So one of the other things that we got in the Sonic Central was the Sonic Prime a teaser. So we've got 2 of these teasers now this year. Not a lot, but we got one for Sonic and one for Shadow. I was actually really surprised seeing people were reacting to it. A lot of people didn't realize it was Shadow until they actually showed him at the end. And for me, right away, I was like yellow, and then I saw like the black spinning ball, and I was like, "Is this Shadow?"
Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, did people forget that Shadow's light stream was kind of like this weird orange yellow color?
And I was honestly fully expecting Shadow to be in the show, so that reveal didn't really do anything for me.
I mean, it did for me just because I wanted to see him, and I thought it was cool still. But I wasn't I wasn't shocked. I was shocked that they were showing Shadow more so than the fact that Shadow was in the show. But a lot of people were like, "What? Shadow's in Prime?" I'm like, we saw the cast, and people were already guessing who was voicing who. Like, we already know that like Shadow, Eggman, Rouge, Knuckles, Tails, Sonic, Amy, all of those characters are in Prime. And I actually am leaning towards believing that Brian Drummond is actually going to reprise his role as Knuckles, which I think would be really cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that trailer was just to tell us Shadow's gonna be prominent in the show.
Gio says, don't even get me started on those Prime teasers. Curse you, Netflix.
I want to say it's because of the teasers being way too short, right? We're just getting like, what, 10, 15 seconds.
They're teasers, so they're supposed to be short, but like even for a teaser, they're short. They're like a teaser of a teaser.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's like, give us a trailer, right? Just at least 30 seconds, please, right? With which this is coming out soon too, right? So it's like, come on, Netflix, you could do better than that, right? Or at least so we think, right? We don't have an official like date, right? But it's supposed to be this year, right? So time's running, Netflix. Get on it.
The whole the Sonic Central presentation felt like that. Like, not just with Prime, but with Origins, the Frontiers animation. It's like, we're going to show you like 3 seconds, and then we're going to cut away. Like, no, I want to see what I'm seeing. Like,
yeah, even just said exactly, give us details, Netflix. Yeah.
Like, obviously, we don't want them to spoil it for us, but I want to get some idea of what I'm getting into, you know?
You know, my biggest thing, I think, I hope I'm wrong, but I have a feeling that we're not getting a lot because they're still working on a lot. And they're like, this is really what we have right now, but we don't really have everything. But let's not say that we don't have everything. That's the only thing I could think of is, you know, if you're not showing a lot, then you might have a lot to work on.
I think that's the reason why people are worried about Frontiers. Is just because it's like they're not showing a lot, and a lot of people are saying it's an early build, which, to be fair, there's a point for them. It is an early build, so there is some positives to take away from that. I don't think anyone should dismiss that, but I also don't think people should like take that as like, aha, see, the game's gonna be perfect. Like, it's an early build. We don't know how early that build is. We don't know why they're still showing an early build. And I'm not saying that's anything to like make you like super pessimistic about the game. It's just something to think about. So with Prime, real quick, here's the first teaser that we got earlier this year. Actually, Luis, can you like, or maybe I could do it. I was gonna stop the music for a second.
Oh yeah.
There we go. I already did it. Okay. And you can see the screen already.
Yeah.
Okay. First teaser that we got this year.
I know what you're thinking. I'm good and powerful, apparently. Jealous?
Yeah, okay. We don't need your logo. I only played it for the music. So that one at least gave us a voice. Who, by the way, like he voiced someone named like Raccoon on like this indie animated series called Tome, Terrain of Magical Expertise, I think. So one thing I did notice is I do like his model and his expressiveness, and he's very cartoony. And it looks fine. it's weird. I kind of like it a little better than the models in the games a little bit, but I don't know. But his voice. What do you guys think of his voice?
Oh, his voice sounds good. I think.
Yeah, I think it sounds good, but I'm surprised they didn't just have Roger Craig Smith
No,
do it, right? I mean, it's not that far away.
no, the Canadian thing. Remember
What Canadian thing?
the whole
It's in
because
Canada.
it's a
Oh, they
Canadian
have to
production.
hire. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
There's like
So,
a
like,
law or something. Yeah.
all,
Also, in law of Canada, they have to do with Canadian voice acting.
that's what we just said.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
She can't hear me because I have
interesting.
headphones on,
That's
but yes,
interesting. Huh?
see, everybody knew but you, Luis. No, I'm just messing with you.
Now I know, right? Don't go
Yeah.
to Canada right now.
Don't go to Canada right now. What?
You can't get a job if I'm not Canadian, so I'd be without a job. Or
You
anyone
can-
else
Oh,
who's not.
voice acting wise?
Yeah, or I guess just any. I don't know if this applies to just anything, but
I don't know. Maybe if
No,
you
no.
become a Canadian citizen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then go to Canada, Luis, so you can get a job in whatever show comes out.
That's
That-
true. Yeah, that is a perk of being a
Like
Canadian. So.
like for example, Tara Strong, like an A-list voice actor for almost anything. She has a Canadian citizenship, so she can like when have you ever heard of the show Shaolin Showdown?
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember, yeah.
She was the voice of the main character Omi, and they made like a weird sequel / reboot confusing show called Shaolin Chronicles some years later, and it wasn't that good, but they recasted pretty much everybody because it was a Canadian production, and it felt weird because it's like they're not the same voices, except like one other voice and Tara Strong, they were the same voice, and because she's Canadian citizenship, so she could voice in both projects. If you had the citizenship, then if anything ever happened like Sonic Prime, you could have voiced in it, Luis. You could have been Sonic Prime's Vector the Crocodile.
Oh, that would have been great. Yeah.
Also, what do you think of the texture on Sonic here?
I dig it.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
think it's good.
Kind of furry, but not too furry.
It's like they did the furry thing, but they had like this weird like zigzag speed streak kind of design to it.
Yeah.
It's good. They're doing Sonic justice, not unlike Sonic Boom, which we know that's a whole nother story there. So
Now, get a look at that face though.
He looks angy.
it's good. I mean, that's the shadow face.
I like everything from the comic.
Yes, that's yeah. That's exactly what that is.
There needs to be a meme about that, comparing them. But yeah, the only thing I didn't like about it was like his mouth being scrunched so far up, and his hair just, I don't know why from this angle they decided to like make his hair super long and spread out like he's gonna fly. They look like wings almost. When he lands, he looks just fine. He looks pretty cool here. I mean, he's got a big head, but it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. It looks kind of weird on the other frame.
It kind of looks like, this reminds me of Sonic Heroes for some reason. I don't know why.
It's because of the environment and the rocks breaking in the background and the animation kind of.
What you say?
It is really cool to see Shadow in Green Hill, though.
It is.
That's not something we saw.
Yeah, what I do like about this teaser is, first off, when I first saw it, I was like, this looks like a combination between Sonic Boom and Sonic Generations, and I was like, I'm so confused, but then they showed Shadow. I'm guessing it's a Shadow Steam or something. And I think the animation looks really cool. I like how it has like an almost kind of like a weird 2D Flash mixed with 3D kind of look to it.
Yeah.
And I like the way the spin looks, the light looks. The animation itself is really fluid. The only thing I think is weird is, why does Shadow sound like he's liquidy?
What?
Oh, I see. Yeah, it sounds
he sounds
like chaos.
Also, is he doing like some kind of test? He looks like it looks like he's trying to like break the rocks or something, right?
Oh yeah. You know what? I think that this might be his like introduction in the series. This might be when like you first see him. That's what I would think.
I'm wondering if this is even actually in the show, if this is just an animation that they made for like the teaser. But
Yeah.
Well, could be.
maybe this is like a competition between him and Sonic.
Yeah, it looked like he was doing a side mission, like break all the rocks, and now he's waiting to see if he got an A rank.
Hey, or he's waiting to see like how Sonic reacts to it, and Sonic has to do it next or something. That would actually be really cool to see like an actual friendly rivalry between Sonic and Shadow.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope we get. I hope we don't get post 2010 Shadow. That's all I hope for.
Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna get a different voice actor, so that might affect the portrayal of him.
I mean, I didn't mind the voice that much. I just hated the
No,
writing.
but I'm just saying that because we're getting a different voice actor, it might affect the portrayal of like because every time a voice actor shows up, the overall portrayal of the character feels different. And
Yeah.
I'm just saying on that front, you know, he'll definitely probably feel different than in the games, a little bit.
Yeah.
And the movie Shadow, like oh, man, so
Who's
many new
gonna voice him?
shadows.
Yeah, who's gonna voice him?
Johnny
That is
Depp.
You know what? That was thinking Johnny Depp as well. Yeah.
After I
Amber
showed you
Heard.
those clips, no. Amber Heard is Marie.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh, I don't know about that one.
Shadow be like, I woke up and on my side of the bed I saw
Oh.
a turd.
Oh no.
All right.
But
Well, anything else anyone has to say about the Sonic Prime teasers? Anything else you're looking forward to?
What is my cat? What are you
well,
doing?
I'm looking forward to seeing whether we're gonna get like a full season release or if they're gonna make us basically pay for Netflix for a couple of months and get like a new episode each week. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. They want people to pay for Netflix longer, so would not be surprised if they try to release episodes like once a week, right? So hopefully not.
But doesn't Netflix usually just release them all at once though?
Typically, yes.
I think they've had some things actually released weekly, right?
Have
They
they?
have sometimes.
Or in like like a bundle of like 3
I usually
episodes.
watch it after the fact. We should do like a reaction segment for but we would have to like somehow find ways to. Well, I mean, I guess we could just like not show it on the screen the whole time. I don't know. Gio says Johnny Depp as Shadow. My brain just imploded. Yeah, I showed Luis some clips of. I think I showed clips of Johnny Depp. Did I, or did I just talk about it?
No, you showed me of was it Keanu Reeves? I think.
Yeah,
I haven't seen some clips of like Johnny Depp as Shadow, but
yeah, because
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves was like the main one people wanted, and then Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson.
yeah, I could, especially in the new Batman movie.
You know what?
very
I
often.
I don't like the reasoning behind it because of Batman.
Uh-huh.
But when I actually heard the voice clips from the Batman over Shadow, I was like, I don't know what people are on about Keanu Reeves. He does not sound like Shadow. He sounds more like Infinite or Mephiles than Shadow. But and my friend said that he sounds kind of like Nicolas Cage. But
I was gonna say you said Mephiles wrong. Apparently, it's now not Mephiles, right?
oh, I'm
It's
sorry, Mephiles.
Mephiles.
Mephiles, you're Phyllis.
Oh man.
Everyone's got a Phyllis, right? Syphil. Oh wait.
Oh no! Don't go.
Anyways, but yeah, Robert Pattinson as Shadow, I was like, oh my god, he actually sounds kind of like Shadow.
he does. He does have a good voice for it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
he's
be
the name now.
I wouldn't be mad at it, honestly. As long as the voice is good, I don't want to like typecast. But if the voice sounds good, then I'm like, yeah, sure. The only reason why I said Johnny Depp is because I remember when I was younger and I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm like, there are some lines that he would say, and I'm like, this dude sounds like a drunk British Shadow. Like if he wasn't drunk and British, he would sound just like Shadow. Even if he was British, like he would sound like Shadow kind of because in Sonic Adventure 2 he has like a weird like English accent thing going on.
No, yeah.
I miss that. I miss the days when Shadow would be like you're the fake hedgehog around here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, best thing would be just get the voice from back then, right?
That's what I heard.
Best and easiest thing, and at least just give the people. I mean, we already have Colleen voicing Tails, so why not give the fans another person who's also voiced Shadow in the games?
And
right?
then
Like,
have it not be the current one, but a past one, just to mix
Yeah.
things up.
even
And I don't
better.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know
Although,
about Jason Griffith.
yeah, but Jason Griffith is the most popular one right now. So, like, if they got if they got David Humphrey, that would be my personal favorite and I think most fitting. But
Yeah,
I don't know if people would be as excited.
I'd be fine with Jason as long as he didn't emphasize the end of every word he says. Like, Mephiles isn't trying to save the past.
He's trying to destroy the future.
Like, you can say words normally, dude.
Oh wait, what about in Sonic and Tails R?
He was better than that. He still kind of had a little bit of that hitting, like putting emphasis on the last syllable just a little bit.
My only issue with Sonic and Tails R and the way he voiced Shadow, like I don't have a problem with the way he voices it. Every time I hear a new Shadow, I'm like, yeah, it sounds cool. I have a favorite, but they sound cool. The only one I didn't like is early Kirk Thornton Shadow, but currently I'm okay with him. However, with Sonic and Tails R, I just noticed that I think he sounds more mature, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I could hear it.
Let me see.
I mean, it has been a long time.
Yeah, I don't really think that people's voice acting would change too much over time. I think it's just because it's been a long time since he's done it, maybe, rather than like his voice actually changing. Like he's probably just not as used to doing the voice. I don't know. But here's a clip from Sonic and Tails R that somebody animated, which I'm supposed to animate this too, but I'm working on my technical difficulties of getting animation out there, which is also why I don't have the YouTube version of the podcast yet. But this was kind of close to what I was gonna try to do anyway. So I'm like, oh, this is cool, good inspiration.
Stop losing focus. The entire world. Chill out, Shadow. Eggman's not even close yet.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Also, the cool thing about that is hearing Jason Griffith and Ryan Drummond together.
That is really cool. Like that was such a cool show. I mean, I know it wasn't like a visual show, but
Sonic?
My favorite part is actually, here we go, hearing Jason Griffith as Sonic and Ryan Drummond as Sonic, and then David Humphrey as Shadow and Jason Griffith as Shadow in these bloopers here.
My bad. Good reflexes, though. No doubt that Egghead's holding the emeralds somewhere here. Or here somewhere. Both.
Oh, come on. Cut me some slack. This plan's gonna work. And if it doesn't, then I'll come up with something else. When fast thinking is of the essence, I'm the essence of fast thinking, don't you know?
You really get on my nerves. Let's get this over with.
As if you had to ask.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
wait, was David Humphrey in Sonic and Tails R?
He was.
Who was he?
He was he was Knuckles, but he just voiced Shadow right here.
Well, yeah, I know in the bloopers, but
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't like. I was like, why would you get David Humphrey and then have him voice Knuckles? Like you could have had Ryan Drummond voice Knuckles.
yeah, I guess because Jason Griffith, maybe Shadow was the only character besides Sonic that he had voiced before, and they wanted to give him something familiar.
They could have given him Jet.
Oh god!
You could have Ryan Drummond as Sonic, David Humphrey as Shadow, and Jason Griffith as Jet, and
Dude,
then like
Jason Griffith is Jet is like nails on a chalkboard.
I don't think so. In the first game, yeah. And I
All right,
think
guys. Well, I'm a bounce now, but
Oh, okay.
this is good talk. I'll let you guys keep continuing with this, but
Okay. Well, now that Luis is gone, let's talk about the new merch that's coming.
Oh yeah, new merch. Yeah.
So I don't really have a lot to like show about that because I have to go look it up and I didn't do that. Whoopsie. But I believe if there did you see it? Of course you saw it. It's the Sonic Central. The
Yeah,
Robotnik. Was that you or me that froze? Luke? Oh dear. Luis came back. Ah, yes, the Sonic Pez. What is a Pez? I've seen what they look like, but I don't know what a Pez is, and I feel dumb because everyone else knows what it is. Candy?
It's a candy dispenser. That's what I
Okay.
came back for.
I,
All right.
okay. All right. Thank
I'll
you,
see you.
Luis. Bye.
Bye.
I think Luke is frozen. It's just funny because he has like that face stuck on here, and he'll be able to see it later. Oh no, he left. He just made sure that didn't happen, I guess. Dang, I shouldn't have said anything. Well, but yeah, so they got what do you guys think about like the Sonic Pez's and the little squishy Sonic and they have like a controller holder. Oh, don't worry, Gio. He's rebooting on his own, I believe. He'll probably be back. But yeah, so can you guys hear the music, by the way? I didn't even realize it was back on. Let's see. It was there we go. So, but yeah, what are they telling me now? Luke says my internet started messing up right after Luis left. Are you coming back, bro? So, okay, so yeah, the merchandise. Are you guys excited for that merchandise? It because that's kind of a tease too in a way. They only showed like 4 things. They showed the Pez. They showed the controller holder thing, controller, whatever. And I could have sworn we had that already, but I guess we're getting another one. Like I don't know, they're all kind of the same to me, but yeah, for you, whatever you want. The Razer controller and holder looked kind of cool. I would prefer more blue, personally. I know Houston is gonna beg for all the Knuckles merch. What Knuckles merch? There was I know there's the Pez, but what else did they show for Knuckles? Really? I mean, okay. Well, we are talking about throughout the year, huh? Oh, wait a minute. There's also King Ice, right? Where they King Ice announce or show their so King Ice did the Sonic things, or Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Shadow's head, but then they showed there's new ones where it's the full body. Let me see. Is it already available? I think it's already available. No, wow. Okay. So there were some shirts too. They briefly went over that, shirts and backpacks, right? Oh, the backpack had Knuckles on it, I believe. So, and that did look pretty cool. Hope said, I thought the controller looked really nice. Yeah, I think the controller looks nice. I'm just saying I would prefer something with more blue, but I think it looked pretty cool too. Sorry, Gio, put your comment back on again. King Ice. This part was not in the central, but I've seen this recently, where we got this right here. So we had the heads, but we have the full body. Knuckles, I'm not gonna lie, looks a little weird as a full body. What does one of these look better than the others? Okay, well this is other stuff, but yeah, the full body. But it also looks cool. It looks like it'd be hard to wear actually, because it's just gonna like bump into your chest a lot. But they gave him gold like limbs, which is interesting. I feel like that works more for Sonic, but yeah, his face looks funny. But nonetheless, it looks weird, but not bad. If that makes any sense. I would still be cool with it. I think Houston would like this maybe. How do I go? I don't. Can you? I wonder if there's a way for me to like zoom in on that. I can't. Wait. What if I just do that full body? You can see it on this screen. If I open another screen, you won't see what I'm looking at. No, whatever. Well, whatever. You can see it here. There's that Tails, Shadow, Knuckles, Sonic. They're all pretty cool. And what else did they show on the Central? Oh, Luke says he's trying to come back. But yeah, so the merch I think is pretty cool. For me, I really like the Robotnik statues, the ones with the where he's there in the different versions of the Eggmobile bosses, and you have classic Santiago at the bottom. Let me go back to drawing that real quick. Okay, what is next then? So yeah, there was the merch. And I guess now, I really wish I had gotten to this before Luis left. He'll probably give us tomorrow there's the summer game fest, right? And then there's also the IGN thing. And no one else is available in the morning. I have accidentally accepted overtime at work, and I will not be available tomorrow morning to live stream it live. So you guys can either check it out, and then hopefully we'll do another live like this around this time again tomorrow to give our thoughts on it, and then we can probably talk to Luis and the others about their thoughts of Sonic Frontiers, and hopefully like Shalice will be available, give their thoughts on all of this as well. Or you can just not watch the IGN thing and Summer Game Fest, and you can see it through us, but it's, that's your choice. But yeah, so right now, all I want to say, I guess I'll recap my thoughts then on Sonic Frontiers so far. In terms of the music, we've only heard one thing, and I think it's really nice. It's very calm, and Luke is back, but his screen is white, so I will wait. He'll let me know when he's ready. Okay, are you ready, Luke? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Okay, I will just wait for that. Are those actual size next to the head? I think they were. I think they're probably going to actually be that small. Maybe a little bigger, but because I was looking at like the size of the jewels on them, on the King Eyes. In case, Luke, did you actually see? Are you giving me the thumbs up yet to join you? Luke? Should I just go ahead and add you? Okay, I'll wait. But yeah, it's judging from like okay, well, let me go ahead and pull it up anyway so you can see. Dang it, I closed it already and I gotta go find it again. King Eyes, full body Sonic. Yeah, they actually look smaller than the original So, Luke, are you ready to join the stream? I'll just go ahead and add you anyways, and you can tell me. Oh, did you? So you good, Luke? Can you hear me? Huh. Hold on a
Yeah.
second. I can hear you.
Can you see me?
I can see you, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, could you hear me the whole time or just now? Hello?
Hello?
Okay. Hello. I'm assuming there's still technical difficulties and there's I don't know how to show it. Oh, I see. You typed thumbs up. It didn't show me the private chat before, that's why. Okay. I'm assuming there's still some technical difficulties. It looks like you froze again. Okay. Well, for now, I'm gonna go ahead and just continue, and then contribute if you're able to, and if not, maybe you can leave a comment or something, like Shalise was doing earlier. Gio earlier asked said the Frontiers prologue. Oh, the Frontiers prologue. Yeah. I'm gonna get to that too. The music I think in Frontiers sounds pretty cool because it has like this mysterious, very calm kind of music to it. I really like it. It does fit. Like they were aiming to go with mysterious, and I think that they actually did succeed on that part. Like it's not just talk, because even the open world does look mysterious. I'll give them that. Like just the style of it. And that being said, the graphics I think are really good. I'm not sure how that's gonna run on the Switch. I don't know how there's not gonna be frame rate problems and more pop in and stuff like that. But
Okay.
But yeah, hey Luke.
Hey, I'm trying this one more time. Is this any better?
I mean, I can hear you and see you moving, but it does look a little janky.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Oh well, but fingers crossed, right?
Yeah.
So did you see what I was saying earlier about the King Knight stuff?
No.
So okay, let me stop sharing this real quick and share the other thing. I was showing my last thing I was saying about merchandise was that they didn't mention it, but how do they want me to show it? There's no preview for it. Okay. I was showing this, how the King Ice has like the full body versions now.
Oh, okay.
Nice. That was it really, yeah.
Cool.
So that's that. And then I was talking about Sonic Frontiers now. I was mentioning how tomorrow is the Summer Game Fest, as well as another IGN stream about Sonic Frontiers, and I believe it's the developer talking about how it became like open zone or open world or whatever. And I'm not going to be able to live stream it like I did the first two things, because I ended up I'm doing overtime tomorrow at that time. And well, I was saying that we could probably just do another live stream around this time, like today, so we can go over that and then talk more about Sonic Frontiers with Luis and Shalise and stuff.
I can't do that tomorrow.
Yeah, but you're here today, so that's fine.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
I just meant like for them because they're not here.
I gotcha.
Yeah. But for today, for us, we can give our thoughts on it. And right now, I was just going over like the music and the graphics of Frontiers. What do you think of that so far? Oh yeah,
So
you're a
I've
big music guy too, so
Yeah, and the music is an interesting one because it's not like any other Sonic game before. It's very Zelda-ish, which I like it. I think it sounds really pretty. I hope we get a little bit of fast-paced stuff mixed in there, maybe for the cyberspace levels. But I mean, I think the music fits the environment, and I think it sounds nice.
and do you
Um,
think it sounds mysterious at all?
Sounds what?
Mysterious?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's sounds exactly like what they were going for.
Yeah, the music is usually pretty on point, so
Yeah.
point for Frontiers on that front. And then what do you think of the graphics?
So IGN released a few screenshots that look pretty nice. I think I like the graphics overall. I just
You're worried about the pop in, right?
I'm worried about the pop in. I'm worried about some of the bugs, like how Sonic kind of clips through one of the enemies at some point.
Yeah.
And IGN even IGN praised the game, but they were willing to admit yeah, that's a problem and it needs to be fixed, which is I respected that.
That's the one thing that makes me feel good about that video is that it's weird. For the first time, IGN talking bad about Sonic is actually a good thing, because it shows that when he talked good about Sonic, it was probably more genuine.
Yeah, I mean it's like yeah, I don't know. Like I said earlier, I'm getting more information from them than I am from Sega. And it's kind of sad.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, Sega is giving us the information through them.
Right, but I mean just from the IGN video that they did separately from, this wasn't for a Sega event or a presentation or anything. It was just an IGN thing saying, here's our thoughts on Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah.
And they told us about the story, what we're going to be doing, and basically stuff that I wanted to know.
Yeah.
But I think graphics overall look nice. They just need to fix those.
You know how Unleashed was regarded as the best looking Sonic game for a long time?
Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking, well, Sonic Forces may have been a little bit better, but I don't think they utilized it as well, so it doesn't really come off as better. But I feel like this game is finally the game that would surpass Unleashed in graphics, because it's been over 10 years. They should. Other games have updated since then. And I remember Sonic used to constantly get better with its graphics each game. Well, except for Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I still think Sonic Unleashed is the best looking Sonic game. Maybe Frontiers will change my mind.
Maybe because of the design of Unleashed, right?
Yeah, I mean they really they brought their A game graphically, not just into the in game stuff, but the cutscenes and everything. Yeah, I mean we all know the opening cutscene is freaking.
Okay, but the opening cutscene though, that's a pre-rendered animation though. But
right, but yeah, what I'm saying is they put a lot of effort into not just the in-game graphics, but also the.
I think you said in-game at first. You said in-game. I see what you're saying. Yeah, was that Marza Studios, right? Yeah, they always do really good animation. They could animate a whole movie.
They could and they should.
Yeah, they should. That's how they should do Sonic Unleashed, is as a movie that's animated. If they ever make a movie of Unleashed story. But yeah, I think the graphics and Frontier. Well, okay, aesthetically, I still think that Unleashed looks the best, but I would say graphically though, I actually think that Frontiers has it beat because the textures and the detail are a lot better. They're using the Hedgehog engine too a little better. But the environment, I suppose, I feel like could be more interesting to look at.
Yeah. I'm still curious about what other environments we're gonna be seeing because, like, I know the only island we've seen is like a forest grassland type of place. Apparently, there's going to be a desert one, and there's no telling what the other two are going to be. I'm assuming there will be like a snow or ice themed one.
I really hope so. The only thing is that one of my favorite stages is Ice Cap Zone from Sonic 3. And I never, I mean, I like ice and snow stages a lot in Sonic games, but I also hold a high standard because of Ice Cap Zone. And I don't think any like 3D snow stage has appealed to me quite as much. And I maybe because they focus more on the snow than the ice aspect of it. But I would really like to see an environment that actually that has like a lot of like ice, like a lot of like crystalline kind of looking environments.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. I mean, I liked Ice Cap in Sonic Adventure. I like the snowboarding section there a lot, and it did have some of that crystal cave environment, but yeah, it hasn't really had as strong of a focus as it did in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, like that.
In the movie, do you think that I'm gonna call it Ice Cap? Do you think the Ice Cap in the movie looked more like the Sonic Adventure Ice Cap?
No, like I'm thinking more Sonic 3 Ice Cap just because of the interior. It gave me more Sonic 3 vibes.
But on the outside?
On the outside, it was nothing but snow and mountains, so it resembled both of them as far as that went.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in Sonic 3, outside there's a lot of snow, but they have a lot of like crystallized ice everywhere as well. Like that's what the snow is on.
And you can see ice caps in the background.
Yeah, and like on the water and everything.
Yeah.
That's something I really miss. I think they kind of did that in Sonic Unleashed. I liked that,
yeah.
But I would have liked to have seen more. I think Sonic Unleashed came the closest to what I wanted to see, but I still really want to see a more like shiny, like crystal-like kind of environment as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think now that you
I'm being very Cool Edge.
Cool Edge might be my favorite snow level that they've done personally. Yeah, now that you mention that, but I want to play Unleashed now.
So do you think that we'll get like an ice level then, or ice biome in Sonic Frontiers?
I would think so, just because it's going for a whole naturalistic beauty type of setting, and we already have forests, we have like a grasslands, where we might be getting a desert. Other than those two, I mean, maybe
there's going to be 4, right? Like they said 4 of them, or they haven't specified.
There's supposed to be 4, and who knows? Maybe there's more than one type of biome in each island. I wouldn't count on it.
That's right. There's 4 islands.
Right, but I'm assuming all the islands will have their own separate biome. I don't know why, but that's what I'm assuming just from.
Yeah, it sounds to me like they're trying to mix open world with like actual like zones. So that's why they actually call it open zone. So it's like mini open worlds, but more than one of them.
Yeah, which kind of gives me, Mario Odyssey kind of vibes. It's plus the gameplay is like, it sounds like it's going to be a mix of open world RPG and collectathons, which I'm on board with.
Yeah, as long as they're not like hindering or anything.
Nah, yeah.
What other kind of okay? So you mentioned ice, desert. So what all kind of environments do you think we'll actually get for this type of game?
Maybe a volcanic one or a coastal, like a beach. Well, I guess they're all coastal, they're islands, but I don't know, like a tropical setting would be nice.
You think we'll get any like industrial or like a mechanical kind of setting?
I feel like cyberspace is going to serve that purpose. Like if cyberspace is going to be spread all throughout the game, I feel like it'd be redundant to have one location that's all technology.
Oh, and they did talk about cyberspace briefly, even though they didn't show it. They did confirm, like, yeah, there's like these cyberspace stages that are kind of like more like the boost stages, but they refer to it as bite-sized, and I don't know if they mean like forces bite-sized or if they just mean because they're like day stages where they're like shorter than Werehog stages.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm also concerned about how they're going to look, because if there's a lot of cyberspace levels, how is it going to be like different variations of cyberspace? Is it going to be different colors, or is it all going to have the same backdrop?
I know I'm not worried, but I'm just I don't know what to expect with that. Like I keep picturing like null space from Sonic Forces, or like when you fight the final boss in Sonic Forces. That's what I keep picturing, and I'm like, is it going to be that, or like Game Land from whatever it's called from Sonic Colors, where it's just some weird like techno world that you're just running in, but no actual like environment.
Yeah, I don't want either of those. I hated both of those. I don't know. There was a cyberspace level in Shadow the Hedgehog that looked kind of cool. Maybe they could do something like that.
That's true. I liked Digital Circuit.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Not so much Mad Matrix, but
I'm
gonna be Mad Matrix. There was SBO, and you had to like destroy these bombs or whatever. And there was the last stage I got an A rank on, not because it was difficult, but because like when destroying all those bombs and that while grinding around on that huge web of rails, I couldn't figure out like what I was missing. I was like, I hate this. This is taking forever. So, just real quick sidetrack. I don't really know how to go about doing this the outline with the movie Knuckles kind of outline here of his silhouette, because it's like all spiky with the quill. So I'm trying my best. If it looks really weird, just throwing that out there.
Ah, it's looking good.
That's why I was taking a while. I was trying to figure out like how to approach that. But anyways, all right. So that's the next thing. The fan base war zone. That's a new stage. It takes place generally on social media. I already gave all my comments and rants about that when I was talking by myself. What do you think?
Look. I understand people's complaints, and I also understand people having faith in the game. I don't think we need to attack each other over it, because I feel like, I mean, look, I said this to you the other day, like, every fan base has a degree of toxicity, some more than others. Except Animal Crossing. I haven't seen any in that.
No, wait, say, is there toxicity in the Animal Crossing fan base? Maybe?
Yeah.
Not that much though? But you haven't experienced any, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, fine. Animal Crossing is safe.
That's one of the more wholesome ones. Also, a sky one would be cool. A sky island, well, Angel Island, I guess, but maybe something.
Yeah, just more floating islands.
Yeah.
Like that kind of makes me picture something like Rhodia the Sky Soldier or whatever it was called. Rhodea the Sky Soldier. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
I don't know.
You
what
don't
that
even know
is.
what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Whatever. It was a Yuji Naka thing. I think. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Look, reading Facebook comments is like people like saying this game's gonna suck. You're wrong. You suck. And it's like back and forth, just freaking.
My issue was just that like everybody is like pointing fingers and then not at all taking any responsibility for like the way they're acting.
Yeah.
That was
And
on both sides.
I understand frustration. Like I'm pretty frustrated at Sega about some of the choices they make. I don't like the way they've been marketing Frontiers. I don't like how little they're showing us. So yeah, I'm angry, but I'm not going to direct that anger at people who are genuinely excited.
Yeah. Well, yesterday I was looking at a Sonic tuber. I don't know if I should really name any names, but at some point, I guess people were in his chat or something, because he was talking about how in Sonic Frontiers when you fight the boss, it's the slightly extra few seconds of footage that we got when IGN was talking about it.
Right.
You know, the extra footage that Sega themselves didn't give us, but yeah, he was talking about the boss fight against I guess his name was Asura, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And they were showing him. I guess Sonic was running into the circles, right? Then they either boost you forward or knock you backwards, right? And I guess at some point he gets knocked off of the boss and runs to the side, and his legs are still moving while he's in midair or something like that. You know, like in the classic games when you get bumped and you still have the running animation in the air. They did that in Frontiers, and the streamer and they were picking at that, and they were like all freaking out about it, like, oh no, it looks so horrible and whatever. And I guess some people in the chat were saying that they were kind of nitpicking, and he just like all of a sudden he just kind of blew up for a moment, and he was just like, oh, like we're nitpicking, we're not saying like that like you shouldn't buy the game because of it, we're just looking at it and this is like our opinions on it and stuff. He's like, if you guys are not mature enough to handle that, then you can get the hell out of my chat. And I was like, maybe I think later he said that he just kind of blew up in the moment because he's a passionate Sonic fan. It just felt very like oh, here's me lashing out and then later apologizing because love makes you do crazy things kind of moment. That's what it felt like. It was just not something I expected from that Sonic tuber. And a lot of people were like praising him afterwards, you know, because they were like, "Oh, we're tired of people saying, like, oh, the game will be fine," or like saying you can't criticize. I'm like, I get that, but I don't think that reaction was warranted for like just saying that he was nitpicking. Like don't have a chat or comments then if you don't want to hear people respond. But I don't know. Agree to disagree, maybe.
Yeah.
He did apologize for it later. So, but the moment that he was looking at that they were talking about was this right here, which I don't, this part I don't mind being automated because it seems like it's part of the gimmick here, is that it automatically boosts you forward or boosts you away from the enemy, right? And they were talking about how right there. So half speed. Let's see, is this enough? So he boosts forward, and then right here he runs off, and he's doing a running animation before he jumps. And that's the thing that they were like going on about. And I don't, in my opinion, that's not that bad, because the type of thing that's hitting him is pushing him back while he's running. And I don't know, maybe it is because it looks like he runs off of the arm and he's still running in the air or something. I can't tell if he's flying in the air and he's just got the running animation, or if he's actually running in the air. So I don't know, but I mean, I do agree though. They have the right to nitpick. I think that animation is pretty good, the way he grabs onto the arm. But yeah, and then they were also wondering too about like how when he gets bounced back, he immediately goes forward again, right here, back forward. And I think it's because he's bouncing into like the blue circle behind him. You just don't see it, and it pushes him forward twice. So I don't know. But that was the whole thing, apparently. I don't know if you can still see what I'm saying, since you kind of left, or dropped, but hopefully. Well, booted again. I might actually stay off this time though. I need to catch some Z's. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up then. What else is on my list, anyways? Right. I have the only other thing that I had to mention was the combat and the story. That's it. The combat looked pretty cool. I thought it looked cool. And the story, I think, it's too early to really say anything, but that Knuckles prologue thing is definitely something that makes me more interested in the story. Oh, and I forgot to mention last time. Hold on, let me go back and share this again. Okay. I'll probably bring it up with the others tomorrow if we do this tomorrow. But okay. When you see this, oh, it's all slow. Here, let me do it just 75%. Okay, so to me, first when I see this, obviously it's the game universe, so it's the game world, it's the Ultras of the Master Emerald like in the games, but it looks like Sonic X because of the style of it. But it looks like Sonic X either as like a modern, more detailed animation, or more detailed artwork. I don't know if the animation's more detailed, but it looks like kind of like Sonic X, but like modern, new, kind of almost like a visual novel kind of art style in a way, or like a graphic, no, like an animated comic almost. But Knuckles definitely looks like it's from Sonic X, kind of. But that's cool because Sonic X is based off of like Sonic Adventure artwork, anyways, and I guess that still kind of applies to the games. The thing that I wanted to point out was that it's raining and there's thunder, but the lightning bolts I didn't mention before is clearly like this digital red kind of effect. And I'm wondering if Angel Island is also going to be in Sonic Frontiers, especially because we're collecting Chaos Emeralds in Frontiers. So it would be really cool if the Master Emerald is somehow involved with the storyline again. Although supposedly I'm hearing that the Master Emerald and the Chaos Emeralds are not going to be like tied together anymore, or something like that. I don't know. I'm wondering if like the Phantom Ruby has anything to do with this. I don't know. I feel like this intrigues me more than them saying that like Sonic went through like a wormhole with Sonic and Tails and got separated. But I'm looking forward to seeing, and I also want to know who's voicing the characters, because Knuckles, the last time we heard him, he sounded like a jock, and Team Sonic Racing. I should really do like an evolution of Knuckles' voice kind of thing, because it's really interesting. But that's all I really have to say about that part, really. Oh, I should have changed the banner. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. Story details and Knuckles. You like that? I might use these again tomorrow. Then. Leo says, red digital lightning, that's pretty ominous. It's very ominous. I actually like where this is going. I'm really curious to see how this story differs from previous stories. With Ian Flynn writing, I know that like the direction will be controlled by Sega still, but like there has to be a noticeable difference, right? Like there's a noticeable difference between Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors. So I imagine there's a noticeable difference between Sonic Forces and Sonic Forces was written in Japanese, I think, actually. It was written in Japanese and then what's the word for it? Localized by Contact and Graph. I feel bad for them, honestly, because I feel like it's not necessarily entirely their fault that the stories turned out the way they did, and everyone just complains on them completely. That's kind of a shame. But that's I guess that's how it goes. As Jim Carrey would say, it's how the cookie crumbles. I'm really hoping that we get like full-on cutscenes though in Sonic Frontiers. I'm okay with like in-game cutscenes too, like, but I also want like actual like cutscenes. And honestly, I don't know what to expect. It's hard to say what I want for a game like this when I don't even know what to expect from a game like this. And I also hope that the story is long. I know the game itself is going to be long, because apparently the guy that got to play it from IGN, he said he played for at least 4 hours, and he referred to that as a short time that he got to play it. And I imagine that he didn't play the full game, so it's a longer game than usual, which is a huge plus. And also, does this shine work like this if I have the shading like that? I'll do it anyways. But yeah, I think that it would be really cool if the story was, I don't know, like if other characters were playable and you got to see that's probably asking too much though. Like they're already doing something different, but then ask for other characters to be playable when they're barely working on Sonic. Okay, we'll scrap that. I don't think other characters will be playable, but at least have the other characters be more involved with the story somehow. Like you could have a cutscene of them actually doing something, I hope. Or is that asking too much also, you think? What times are the other Sonic stream tomorrow? Tomorrow, let me see. I know the one from IGN is going to be at. Oh wait, I have the links to them actually. Hold on. Okay, so let's see. The Summer Game Fest one is. Why is it already? It's at 10:45 a.m. Pacific time. So I guess it says 14 hours from now. Wait, what? Live in 14 hours 12. Oh, yeah. Okay, in 14 hours from now. 14 hours and 45 minutes from now. Whatever time it is for you now, just add 14 hours to that. So, like, it's 8 o'clock for me. It's going to be 10:45 a.m. If it's 10 o'clock for you, 12:45 p.m. for you tomorrow, and so on. That's the Summer Game Fest one. That's going to be on a channel called the Game Awards. And IGN is also doing one at 9 o'clock. So that one will come first at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And then Summer Game Fest will be at 10:45 a.m. Pacific time. An hour and 45 minutes apart. I don't know how long IGN's is going to be. I imagine not too long. And then Summer Game Fest. Summer Game Fest, though, is not just showing Sonic. It's showing a lot of different things. So it will... if you're watching it, I mean, I guess it's better that I'm not live streaming it then, because I don't know when Sonic is going to pop up in that. Especially if it might be brief. And a lot of things we've seen lately have been brief. So how is this looking so far, this highlight, even without the adventure like fade in? Do I do a highlight right here? Oh dear. Okay. I don't even think I drew this picture with this coloring style in mind. So that kind of makes it more challenging. Whatever. I'm never doing this again. I mean, not with this art style anyways. I'll try it again one day when I actually draw for this kind of coloring style. Plus, I didn't even look at the whole tutorial. So if I'm trying to do it the way Chalmix does it, I don't know if I'm even doing it right. But it's fine, whatever. You just get to see someone draw. Oh, and by the way, apparently Houston, when he was at the Infinity Con in Tallahassee, he went ahead and gave me free advertising and decided to tell people that I am open for commissions. And I was like, oh, well, I like money. So yeah, if you want artwork, then I'm willing to do that. It'll be a lot faster than this because I'm not pausing and thinking so much about my experimentation or checking a chat. But I guess, although I could accept commissions and then for an extra small little fee actually do the artwork on a live stream. That could work. Also, I'm actually thinking about live streaming some gameplay coming soon. So let me know if you're interested in seeing that. I mean, I'm planning on doing that anyways, but I still would like to know your thoughts on that. Like, would you like to see? Because I know Speedy played Sonic Colors Ultimate. He never finished it, but he did start playing it and he played a good majority of it. And people could talk over that and whatever. I know you can't really see my face, so I don't have like a lot of facial expressions for you to work off of. But especially if others are there and we have more people to talk to, then every once in a while I can just play while they're talking about something. Apparently my backlog of games, like I had a lot of Sonic games anyways, not all of them, but a decent amount of the main ones. And I started getting some on Steam just because like I don't always have my consoles out and hooked up, and it gets tedious. And then I'm like, okay, well, I have the money to just buy these things, especially when they're on sale for cheap. And I'm like, yeah, why not? And then I realized that somehow I actually have like, I don't have as many games as I do physically or on my consoles, and I don't even have all the games, but I do have a lot more than I expected. Like I have the classic games, I have the adventure games, Sonic Generations, which by the way I can play Generations and then I can come back to it later and play the mods, the mini mods that have come out for it, which I've never done before, so that would be exciting for me. And also news, but I've played Sonic Omens. That was like my first time like really playing like a Sonic fan game. Because I've always just looked at them on YouTube and stuff and thought they looked really cool, but I never actually played them. That was my first time playing it, and I know it's one of the better ones anyways. It has a lot of flaws still, but I do think it's really cool how, knowing it's a fan game, it still feels like an actual game. And it controls a little different from an actual game, but it's familiar enough that it's like, wow, there's a part of me that feels like wow, this almost feels like I can trick myself into believing this is like an actual official Sonic game. And then there's a part of me that's also like, but it's very different from an official Sonic game. There's like I don't want to say there's like a standard of the official games you expect, because sometimes the fan games do things better. They know what the fan base wants more, but the execution of it is like with a fan game, if you run into bugs, you're not surprised, because they're doing it for free. It's not as many people, whereas official games, you might expect the bugs, but you might expect them less. But what I'm getting at though is that I downloaded Sonic Project 06, or P06 for short, and I was thinking about playing that as well. That'll be my first time playing that, and I really want to, because I don't hate Sonic 06. I admit that it has a lot of issues after like seeing it, and it causes a lot of frustration. But I played the game, I beat the game, and I thought it was a cool concept. I thought foxes had wide range of facial expressions. They do. You just don't see them, unfortunately. You get to see a picture. I hope that this picture, look, Gio, I hope that this picture alone displays a wide range of potential expressions that you can imagine, that you can project onto this image. Like, depending on the music, depending on how I talk, or depending on how you perceive it, I could look angry. Like, man, what's going on here? Like, I look like I just had enough, right? But then I also look like I could be smiling. I'm just sitting there just like, this is pretty chill. I'm happy with what we got, guys. See? Or I could be sad. I could just be I could be in shock. I could be like, huh. That was it? Like, oh my God. Right? Wide range of expressions that you can project onto this one image. No, I was talking to my friends in THZ group, saying like, what if I got a VTuber model or rig or whatever you call it, and in that way I can like move around at least, to see my face. I don't have a webcam anyways, and I don't know how to set up my phone to use as a camera from my PC, like Pedro does. But I don't know. It would be kind of cool, and it would make sense, right? If I'm starting to play games, a lot of VTubers or streamers. So, yeah. How does this look so far? I know I didn't do a lot, but like, what do you think? Mixing movie Knuckles with like this, it actually kind of looks like the Team Sonic Racing kind of like art style of like the way they highlight everything. I'm gonna test out. I want to test out like the dark color first, because I'm not gonna finish this right now. I'll do it later. That's fine. I'm obviously like milking it. I'm spreading it out, but gives you something to look at each time, right? Same thing with the music too. I'll probably switch it up here and there like Luis has been doing. But before I go, I do want to try to. I want to test out what it's like. Actually, I should save too. There we go. Just in case. That would suck if I lost all that. But let me test out just. I don't even know how thick this should be. Actually, should I even do more like? Is that too much? It's too much. If I do it wrong, I could always look at the tutorial again later and try it again. Let me see. First off, interesting. Get rid of all that. I could have, you know what? I could have just like selected my space to keep it from going out here, and I won't have to erase and worry about little particles. But whatever, I'm okay with it. Okay. How does that look? Does it need to blend more? Is it fine like that? Like, I mean, it could blend a little more, maybe. Let me try this. Let's see. And then make it darker. Yeah, so what do you think about that? Hope says cool so far. Jill said, I know Houston would be pleased. Yeah, Houston, maybe because he's traveling, but he should be on here to watch me color Knuckles. And so that's actually really funny. Like, coincidentally, I'm just focusing on Knuckles here, and he's not even here to see it. I mean, that sucks for him, right? He can watch it retroactively. Something like that. And then, okay. And then how does this work? I don't know. You know what? I don't know how to do this one. Oh, I forgot to erase right there. This one. Go past it. Okay. There we go. Get rid of that red right here too. Okay. So what I was gonna try to do now real quick was this one. I don't even know how to go about doing it though. Wait. Forgot this. Dark? Okay. I think that's it, right? Everything looks good, I think. Let's save that. Okay, yeah, I have no idea how to do this side though. I don't remember how to go about doing it. Maybe if I like what if I selected this? Right? Wait, what? Oh, I did it as its own highlight. That's right. Okay, select. Okay. And now I can try and do this other thing and see. Yikes. I have no idea. I'll figure it out. We'll see. That's too much. Too much. Okay. Just a little bit on the edge, right? Okay, I messed that up. I gotta do it like in one stroke. Okay. How did that turn out? That looks kind of weird. I think I'm on the right track. It kind of has that Sonic Adventure look to it in the lighting, but I need to practice it. That looks a little weird. Maybe because I didn't do it like all in one stroke or like nice and straight. Let's see. Let's try to damage control it a little bit. I don't know. Or maybe just because I need to make the lines straighter too. Well, I don't know, but that was me testing that out for the arm at least and seeing how that looks. And then I'm going to try and do that with the rest of the highlights as well. Hope says, I'm not familiar with shading like this. When you say you're not familiar with the shading like this, what do you mean? Like you're not familiar with this art style of like highlighting and shading? Or just like using like it's just the tools that I used where I made it kind of already feathered and blended. I assume you just mean like the fact that it has like the light highlight with the dark shadow under it and then like kind of like a darker edge. But that's from Sonic, like the Sonic Adventure artwork, like Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. I've drawn pictures before where I highlighted it and made it look like Sonic X, but I've never done like the faded version of it from Yuji Uekawa. I'm learning a lot of Japanese names, by the way. Like I knew some of them over the years, but I'm learning a lot. Like Yuji Naka, the father of Sonic, programmed like the first Sonic games, and then was the head of Sonic Team for a while. And then Takashi Iizuka, who did a lot of like level design testing and stuff for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and worked on different games, directed Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, and then became the new head of Sonic Team around 2006. And then Naoto Oshima, who designed the main artist for Classic Sonic, the Japanese version. Greg Martin, who did like the US artwork for like all the US westernized like box art for like Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Spinball and all that. Who else do I know? That's not a Japanese name, but I'm just saying most of them are, and I'm learning a lot of them. Yuji Uekawa is the one who does like the Sonic Adventure artwork in Sonic Central or whatever. And then Shorio Kishimoto, who directed like Secret Rings and Black Knight, Lost World, Sonic Colors, Sonic Forces, and he's directing Sonic Frontiers, which to some is another reason some people might be pessimistic. But if you liked, like, say, Black Knight or Colors or Lost World, and I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, clearly. So there's that. Nakamura, I don't remember Nakamura's first name, but I know he wrote Sonic 06, or the majority of it, and I think he directed Sonic Forces or something, and I think he's the producer for this game. I'm not sure. I don't remember that. Don't quote me on that part. And then what else? And then one of my favorites, Shiro Maekawa, who is the writer for Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, which in that game, you could tell they took a different approach there. In Sonic Adventure 2, he wrote the story, and the game revolved around the story. And in Sonic Heroes, his story revolves around the game, and they just wanted it to be like the classic games, where it's just the stages, and then you just make something to kind of sort of connect them together. And but you can even tell in that he clearly has like a connection to like Shadow, because Team Dark was the best written thing in that game. And then he wrote Shadow's story in Sonic 06, and that was like the best story of Sonic 06. So Shiro Maekawa is someone that I hold to like a high regard personally. Like many do with Ian Flynn, and I do with Ian Flynn as well. So that's gonna look weird. I'll do this later. Whatever. I think for now I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up, and then get back to it later. Looks like it works. Well, I'm clocking out for the night. Adios for now. Clocking out like work or like just like in general? With the movie Knuckles though. Yeah. That's what I was saying earlier too. That this shading style with movie Knuckles is a weird combination, which is why I was trying it out for the fun of it. But yeah, I think that's it. So we've reached the end of this podcast. Thank you all for coming and listening to us talk about the different stuff. I just wanted to kind of sort of recap with some of the members so you can get everyone else's thoughts as well, and also give me the opportunity to start trying out new things like this, and test out, see exactly how I want it to work in the future, and to prepare us for tomorrow, because we got some big stuff, and then I believe the next thing is going to be Sonic's birthday. They're gonna give us maybe something. I forget if they specified that for sure, but I believe we're getting something on June 23rd, and we can be prepared for that and start doing some new things between then and now. And again, I might start live streaming, playing some of the games, especially for just talking. So drawing pictures, playing games, something else to listen to and look at to help fill the void. But for now, thank you again for joining. Thank you for watching the Hedgehog Zone. We are a podcast, so you can check out the links in the description. Also, our social media for Facebook, and you can search everyone up on Twitter. And Discord. There you go. That's right. Yeah, Discord. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. And like the video, maybe even. Because then we can know that we're going in the right direction, get more attention, and start doing more things. And once I figure out some technical difficulties, I will find new ways to entertain everyone with animation and artwork and what have you. And we're also going to be doing a voice acting live stream soon. That's always fun. So yeah, I guess stay tuned, and I will talk to you all next time. So toodles.